So starting in a seated position, you can sit cross-legged on a cushion, or you could sit on a chair with your feet flat on the floor. Try to have your hips a little bit higher than your knees, or at least on the same level. You can always straddle a bolster as well, so that your lower back is nicely curved inwards, the lumbar. You can lift the sternum, roll the shoulders back, opening the chest. Draw the throat back, lifting the crown of the head up as the sitting bones press down into whatever you're sitting on. Really feeling length in the spine and width in the chest, space between the shoulder blades, collarbones broadening, and then the limbs really letting go. Tuning into the breath now, starting to just notice the natural flow of the breath. Breath coming in and out slowly and softly. And you can start to apply a little bit of ujjayi breathing if that suits you. So that would be where you're constricting the passage of breath through the throat a little bit, making that soft sound with the mouth closed. Easiest to do on the out breath, so you can start practicing it on the out breath if it suits you. So breathing in, and every time you breathe out, you're just slowing the breath down, making that soft sound, lengthening the breath like that. And if it suits you to do it with the in-breath, you can do that as well. I'm just going to spend a few moments practicing this 3D breathing. So for a couple of breaths, breathing and expanding side to side. So with your ujjayi breath, that lovely slow breath, you're going to just feel the ribcage expand laterally, so at the sides, the side ribs pushing into the upper arms. A couple of breaths like that. The out breath just kind of takes you back to your original shape, bringing you back to center. And a couple of breaths front to back, expansion, so you feel the sternum moving forward and the space between the shoulder blades moving back as you breathe in. And as you breathe out again, it's just a natural coming back to center. And then top to bottom breathing. As you breathe in, you feel the collarbones lift and rise, and the diaphragm at the bottom of the ribs drop down towards the pelvis. And as you breathe out, you're coming back to your original shape. A few more breaths. Top to bottom expansion. And then putting them all together. The last breaths in this position. As you breathe in, expanding side to side, front to back and top to bottom. And as you breathe out, feeling that whole expansion come back to center. And then you can let your chin drop down to your chest when you've finished, and just hang the head down, lengthening the back of the neck. Keep the chest wide, the shoulders rolling back. You can rock the head from side to side, still with the chin down. Just loosen up the tissues at the back of the sides of the neck. Just taking your time. Bringing the chin back to center, lifting the head back up, rolling the shoulders a little bit, making big circles with the shoulders. You can place your hands on your shoulders and you can make big circles with the elbows. So breathing in, you can bring the elbows together and up, and breathing out, you can bring your elbows back and down. And just follow the breath and maybe go the other way. So breathing in, elbows back and up. Breathing out, elbows together and down. And you can do that with the hands down, going back, up, forward and down with the shoulders. And then just centre. Once again, bringing the hands either side of the hips and breathing in, you're going to take your right hand up, and as you breathe out, reach over to the left. As you breathe in, reach the hand up. As you breathe out, drop the hand. Breathing in, left hand comes up. Exhaling, reaching to the right. Inhaling, reach up. Exhale, reach down. Inhaling, right comes up. As you exhale, you move over, and then you're going to inhale and go to the other side. So you're going to do it a little bit faster. Every exhale, you're reaching. Every inhale, you're changing. Just going from side to side, making some space in the side body. Then inhale, both arms up. As you exhale, twist to the right, bringing the left hand to the right knee. And then inhale up to center. Exhale, twist to the left, bring the right hand on the left knee. And then a few more times, inhaling up, exhaling, twist. Back hand just goes behind you as much as it can. Then you're going to twist to the right, and then you're going to bring your back hand up and side bend over to your left knee. And then come back to the twist, inhale up, exhale, twist to the left. And then the back hand, the left hand comes up, and you side bend towards the right knee. And then coming back to the twist, inhaling up, exhaling, twist. Inhaling, back hand comes up and twisting to the other knee. Inhale, exhale, back to the twist. Inhale, up, exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, lift the arm. Exhale, reach. Coming back, inhaling. Back to center. And as you exhale, bring your hands through third eye, through heart center. And back to the knees. Release your feet out from in front of you. Wiggle the toes a little bit. Roll the ankles around. And you can take your cushion away. You have a couple of blocks nearby. You can place the blocks upright on their highest setting at the top of the mat. I'll use them a bit later. And then on hands and knees, you'll start with some cat and cow. So inhaling, you're arching the back, lifting the head and tail. Exhaling, curling the back, dropping the head and tail. And just concentrating on this waving undulation of the spine with the breath in and out. And just thinking about the whole of the pelvis rolling action of the pelvis over the tops of the thigh bones. So the thigh bones are all these kind of balls at the top. The pelvis has this socket. And so as we practice cat and cow, we're practicing rolling the socket, the pelvis, over the tops of the thigh bones. Now you're going to step the right foot back, press the toes into the floor, reach the heel back, sweep the left arm forward alongside the ear. And then if you want to, you can lift that back leg up, pull the lower abdomen in, lengthen the spine, pressing fingers forward, sole of the foot back. And then bring the left hand down, and the right knee can come all the way to the nose just to relax the spine there. And then a little bit more cat and cow, feeling that rolling action once again. And then taking the left foot back, pressing the toes on the floor, press the heel back so you're really lengthening, strengthening the leg. Right arm sweeps forward, and then it's up to you if you lift the back leg, pull the lower abdomen in so you really lengthen even more. Take a few breaths. And then right hand comes down and the left knee comes into the nose, so you're curling the spine again. Coming back to cat and cow. And once again, just loosening up the hip joint. You're also really stretching into the shoulders as you practice cat and cow. Tuck the toes under now and press back into down dog. Start with the heels up and the knees bent. And then straighten the legs but lift the heels up. And then keep the legs straight and press the heels back. It doesn't matter how far. And then bend the knees and press the heels back. And then straighten the legs and press the heels back. And then with the legs straight, heels up, Heels up, legs bent, heels down, legs straight, heels down. It doesn't matter how far the heels come down, how much the legs straighten, but just do that sequence one more time, breathing deeply, all the time pressing the hands down and forward into the mat and keeping the neck relaxed and the spine as long as possible. Walk to the top of the mat, feet under the hips, bring some weight onto the heels, soften the knees, hanging down into a forward bend. You can always have your hands on those blocks here. Now press the hands under the shoulders into the blocks, so the blocks are kind of forward of the feet, so that the hips are over the heels, the shoulders are over the hands, and you might need the blocks even higher or even a chair. And then curl the spine, softening the legs. And then very gently coming up with soft legs, bringing the hands up to the sky. And then bring the hands to heart space.